Evelyn Ross, the Mayor of Snoqualmie, and it is my honor to share with you the 2025 State of the City. We will reflect on the past year and reaffirm the commitment of our council members, board commissioners, city staff, and myself to this vibrant community and its future. We share a strong commitment to protecting, preserving, and enhancing Snoqualmie. These principles guide every decision we make on behalf of our residents and local businesses, and are the foundation for maintaining a high quality of life for everyone who calls their city home. Protecting Snoqualmie means safeguarding the well-being of our residents, ensuring public safety, access to services you rely on, and environmental preservation. Preserving Snoqualmie means honoring the city's unique character and rich history while maintaining the infrastructure that serves our community every day. Enhancing Snoqualmie means embracing progress and innovation, seeking greater efficiency, and fostering a community where every resident can thrive. As I present the state of the city, alongside our leadership team, we'll highlight our progress, projects, initiatives we are working on, and our vision for the future of Snoqualmie, each focused on protecting, preserving, and enhancing the high quality of life our residents enjoy and expect. But first, I'd like to start by introducing our Snoqualmie City Council. These elected officials work hard for you, making decisions about our city's future through research, community input, and careful discussion. Ethan Benson, Rob Watton, Brian Holloway, Lewis Washington, Kat Cotton, Carrie Christensen, and Joe Johnson. Now I'd like to introduce Mike Chambliss, our City Administrator. Mike, can you share some of the highlights from 2024 and what you're going to be working on this year?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor Ross. The Office of the City Administrator, which includes the Human Resources Department, facilitated change throughout the organization last year. We reorganized, hired, and trained new team members. We also improved service levels and lowered the cost to deliver them. We accomplished this by deploying new ideas and systems to improve our efficiency and accuracy. Like many organizations, we were not spared during the post-pandemic labor reshuffle. In early 2022, approximately 30% of our positions were vacant. I am happy to report that our HR team did a fantastic job filling nearly every vacancy. This reshuffle created an opportunity to right-size parts of our organization, which we accomplished by being focused on delivering high-quality services more efficiently. We've also been focused on employee development, a priority of yours. We refined our performance review and training processes and created entry-level positions to expand employment opportunities and added development pathways to enhance employee retention. We are seeing results. Last year, we hired 31 new employees with 11 internal promotions, and at the beginning of 2025, only 6 positions were vacant across the city. We also earned the Association of Washington Cities 2025 Well City Award for the second year in a row. Snoqualmie is one of 123 cities who earn this distinction, which recognizes organizations that achieve quality standards in employee health promotion and rewards cities with a 2% discount on medical premiums. We are all committed to creating a culture prioritizing the health of our employees. Probably our biggest change is our new business management software called Munis. When fully deployed, this new system improves efficiency and accuracy across all departments, leading to faster service delivery, better oversight, and cost savings for the taxpayers. During our most recent budget process, each department was tasked with carefully evaluating every expenditure with the new software. This approach has led to the creation of our most effective and efficient budget to date. Some other projects we've been working on are located right here at Snoqualmie Community Park. Behind me is our new Splashpad, which will be ready for warm weather fun starting this summer. With about 1/3 of our residents under the age of 18, this Splashpad has been a community vision for about a decade, and seeing it come to life is a significant achievement. The Splashpad's location was very intentional, as it's central to our highest concentration of youth residents. We're confident that families will enjoy this Splashpad now and well into the future. We also are continuing to work on the community center expansion project, which will bring much needed aquatic space as well as more health and wellness programming for all ages to the entire Snoqualmie Valley. Last year, we completed the project's design, a major milestone. We are actively pursuing state and county grants to close our funding gap and plan to put shovels in the ground as early as this year. We are confident having a fully designed, ready-to-go project will help secure the last bit of funding needed to make this exciting project a reality. For our residents, and to assure that every child in this area has the opportunity to learn to swim, making them safer in our local rivers, lakes, and swimming pools. At our recent council retreat, we had the exciting opportunity to meet with Burke Consulting to officially kick off our strategic plan. This marks the beginning of a new chapter for Snoqualmie with the creation of the first citywide strategic plan. We are looking forward to engaging with our residents, partners, and businesses to help shape the future. Together, we'll develop a vision and an actionable plan to help guide us through the next 5 years and beyond.
Thank you, Mike, for that great overview. You guys are very busy this year. And now I'd like to introduce Finance Director Drew Boutte. Drew, how was 2024 and what is on the horizon for 2025?
2024 was an incredible year for the finance department. After a process that required tremendous facilitation, teamwork, hard questions, and even harder decisions, the City Council adopted a new biennial budget that aligns and balances key priorities like public safety, economic vibrancy, and preserving critical infrastructure with forecasted revenues. We continue to implement efficiencies and examine revenue-generating options to protect the city's financial sustainability. We're working on an updated fee and rate schedule to better align with service costs, and we're almost done with the year-long utility rate study, and are kickstarting a B&O tax audit and business license audit. Internally, the finance department partnered with HR and successfully rolled out a new payroll system, which reduces paper records, minimizes manual entry, and streamlines department processes. We also implemented 2 significantly changed collective bargaining agreements with the Teamsters and the police unions. These contracts provide competitive wages in exchange for more city-favorable overtime conditions in order to attract and retain employees while offsetting the cost of those wage increases. In fact, we've already seen a 30% decrease in overtime from our Teamsters contract and expect even greater reductions in 2025. And with the community's help, voters overwhelmingly approved a public safety sales tax levy, which will help preserve police and fire services. This year, we will take a critical step with the Munis system, with a focus on utility billing, project accounting, and contract management. The Finance Department is also making strides to improve equity between Snoqualmie taxpayers and the users of our public safety services by completing agreements with both the Snoqualmie Tribe and the City of North Bend.
One last question for you, Drew. Can you touch on any changes in your department that might benefit our residents?
The completion of our transition to Munis will benefit residents substantially through a more robust online presence and user experience, which will greatly improve our ability to process payments. Munis will also improve productivity, which will keep staffing costs stable despite growing complexity within government operations. This new system will also increase controls and oversight of the city's resources, improve access to financial information, and focus on customer service support.
Thank you, Drew, for that thorough update. And now I'm going to turn it over to our City Attorney, Dina Burke, and our City Clerk, Dina Dean, to share the important work that they do to keep everything running smoothly.
Thanks, Mayor Ross. I'm Dina Burke, and I'm honored to serve as Snoqualmie's City Attorney. The City Attorney's Office is the backstage crew making sure the show runs smoothly. Every city project from 2024 had a lawyer behind the scenes, reviewing contracts, decoding fine print, and preventing costly uh-oh moments. If it involves money, land, or even a suspiciously placed comma, there's a lawyer fueled by caffeine and love for public service protecting the city. Our 2025 mission is building rock-solid processes to support all of the city's projects. With the establishment of an in-house city attorney, various legal projects that were once handled by outside counsel will be brought in-house. As city attorney in 2025, I will continue to provide ongoing legal support of all aspects of the city, including contracts and negotiations, to ensure the city runs smoothly and is the best it can be. Now, I'll hand it off to Dina Dean, our city clerk, whose work is another integral part in ensuring things run smoothly and the city's history is preserved.
Thanks, Dina. The city clerk's office is the keeper of legislative records, the official custodian of city records, oversees public disclosure, manages the city's risk program, and many other things that keep things running smoothly. This is a big job that requires a lot of attention to detail, which we love. Last year, we improved and preserved record retention with our new content management software, which also enhanced the city's business processes and workflows. This new software allowed us to cancel our previous public record software, which resulted in an annual $20,000 savings. We also reduced costs by eliminating unnecessary storage space for paper documents that had met retention. This year, we'll keep up our momentum and continued workflow improvements, including designing automated processes for internal and external forms like special events permits and contract approvals. We will also continue to migrate electronic records into one location to preserve transparency and improve accessibility. We are committed to creating streamlined and efficient processes that are user-friendly for both staff and the public, saving taxpayer money, and pride ourselves on our quick response times for internal and external customers.
Now I'd like to welcome Snoqualmie Fire Chief Bailey and our Deputy Chief Brown. So I know that 2024 was a busy one. Can you please give us an overview of the fire department's accomplishments?
Thanks, Mayor Ross. And you're right, we were busy last year. In addition to responding to a record 1,715 calls for service and completing over 7,000 training hours, we retained our re-accredited status with the Commission on Fire Accreditation International for another 5 years. This was a big undertaking for us and required a thorough self-assessment process, which is how we identify and plan for our service improvements here in the department. As part of our re-accreditation, we completed a 5-year strategic plan to guide the department and set metrics for our progress toward goals. Last but not least, we hired 3 new firefighters in 2024 to fill vacant positions, which helps reduce overtime and the stress it can place on our team.
Thank you, Chief. And this year, can you fill us in on some of the things that your department's going to be working on in 2025?
Sure. Thanks to our new biennial budget, we're adding another 3 firefighters to our team in 2025, which will help with our increasing call volume and our goal to continue reducing overtime. When it comes to fire and aid, there are no service boundaries, so these additional firefighters will increase times that we have 2 units available to respond to calls inside and outside of our city limits. 2 of our new firefighters started in January and another started this month. Emergency management training is a big focus this year. The city's Emergency Operations Center, or EOC, is located inside the fire station and functions as our central command station during emergency events. We recently updated our comprehensive emergency management plan and are now working to ensure all staff are fully trained if and when we open our EOC. We'll be conducting training exercises with partners like the City of North Bend, King County Search and Rescue, and our Community Emergency Response Team. In this biennial budget, the council also set aside money for the purchase of a used wildland brush truck and associated equipment to better prepare for the increasing wildland fire risk on this side of the Cascades. We also have a big milestone coming up, the 20th anniversary of the Snoqualmie Fire Station. Later this spring, we'll have an open house to celebrate, and we hope to have our new fire engine ready to unveil. This new engine was designed with a clean cab concept, which means equipment and gear can be stored in exterior compartments away from the firefighters to improve their health and safety.
We have Deputy Chief Brown here today, whom I'd like to formally introduce to our residents. He started with us last year and plays an important role in our department. Deputy Chief Brown, can you please provide an overview of our volunteer EMS program?
Thanks, Mayor Ross. We're lucky to have a very robust volunteer program in the Snoqualmie Fire Department. Right now, we have 12 EMS volunteers. By year end, our goal is to increase that number to 20. We're one of the last departments in King County utilizing the valuable asset of volunteers who work regular duty shifts, assisting career firefighters on calls and helping with hospital transports. You'll also see these team members spearheading community service initiatives that provide winter coats and food to those in need, and leading vital training classes that teach residents first aid, CPR, and how to reverse an opioid overdose. Our department and community are stronger thanks to these dedicated volunteers.
We'll now shift to our police department. I'd like to do another introduction. This is Captain Gary Haracy, who started with us last year. Captain Haracy, can you highlight 2024 accomplishments and share several goals and initiatives for this year?
Thanks, Mayor Ross. I'd be honored to highlight the great work of our department. Just like other departments, we were very busy last year. Staffing was a top priority. With the help of HR, we hit full staffing levels for patrol officers. One of last year's accomplishments I'm the proudest of was opening our new substation at the North Bend Outlet Mall, which has increased officer visibility, improved response times, and helped decrease shoplifting incidents by 38% and burglaries by 26% in North Bend. In Snoqualmie, the overall crime rate declined 10% in 2024, helping maintain Snoqualmie's ranking as one of the top 10 safest cities in Washington, a ranking the city has held since 2018. This crime rate reduction is attributed to our continued hiring efforts, continued proactive police work, and changes to legislation which allowed us to pursue suspected criminals. 2025 looks to be a positive year with a full staffed patrol division combined with our community-based policing model and proactive approach. we will help keep our community one of the safest in Washington State. As part of the department's accreditation efforts, last May, we hosted an on-site department review from the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs Loaned Executive Management Assistance Program. This assessment report will guide us towards becoming an accredited police department and help ensure the department is in line with industry best practices and standards. This year we focused on continued improvement, including remodeling a portion of the 25-year-old police station building. We are also working towards a new interlocal agreement with the City of North Bend for continued police services. We are making good progress toward an agreement that provides residents with the level of service we know they expect. Last but not least, we support our officers with continued education to help ensure they have the tools needed to serve our community.
Thank you, Captain, for that overview. Are there any department changes this year that will benefit our residents?
There are. Most notably, the new contract with the police union provided a new work schedule for patrol officers that significantly reduced overtime, which saves the taxpayers money and helps prevent burnout and stress that regular overtime can cause.
Thank you, Captain Horaci, for that great overview. Our IT department might win the award for the unsung hero. This dedicated team is the backbone of support for our infrastructure and staff members who serve our residents. Fletcher LaCroix heads our IT department and can provide an overview of the work completed last year and work underway in 2025. Turn over to Fletcher.
Thank you, Mayor Ross. I'm very proud of our department, which spent 2024 improving processes to better support our staff so they can better support our community. This includes completing upgrades to the fire station phone system, installing a new AV system in council chambers, and a new citywide VPN. Our work continues in 2025 with our network modernization project, which will improve reliability, increase internet speeds, and protect secure connection. This year, we will also complete improvements to our network services, including upgrading the city's phone system to a cloud or voice over IP, a more efficient system that will provide significant savings and give staff access to more flexible and reliable system. Our team sees a bright future in supporting the city's mission.
Thank you, Fletcher. Your team is making many positive changes. Now I'd like to introduce our Interim Community Development Director, Mona Davis, who is also a Snoqualmie Valley resident, and she started with the city late last year. Mona, I know that your department accomplished a lot in 2024, and you have some exciting projects underway this year. Can you please provide an update?
I'd be happy to. A major department accomplishment last year was the Council's adoption of our comprehensive plan periodic update called Snoqualmie 2044, which will guide how we grow for the next 20 years. This extensive 2-year project included a housing strategy plan to ensure our community can address our part of the state's housing shortage. Recently, the King County Growth Management Planning Council unanimously approved a request from the City of Snoqualmie to reduce its 20-year housing growth target from 1,500 to 719 units. The original growth target exceeded the city's actual land capacity, as most of the land is already developed, environmentally constrained, or located within the floodplain. We successfully created a traffic impact fee program, which equips us to manage growth responsibly and assure developments pay for new traffic impacts while balancing community needs. We also conducted economic development roundtables with local business owners to hear directly from them on how best to retain and protect local businesses. Looking ahead in 2025, we will focus on projects and initiatives to enhance our city, like creating affordable and workforce housing, enhancing our flood resilience strategies, and addressing climate change by adding a new climate element to our comprehensive plan, which is driven by community input. In our commitment to improving service delivery, we are streamlining our permit processes through a digital public portal, making it easier for residents and businesses to engage with our department and find the information they need on our website. And in our commitment to economic vitality, we have some great projects on the horizon that will enhance and support tourism while also expanding services to residents. Last year, we identified a city-owned land parcel for a future affordable and workforce housing project and issued a request for qualifications from companies experienced with these types of project developments. Our goal is to expand affordable housing options for those who work in the Snoqualmie Valley and
also want to call it home. The first new mixed-use project in downtown Snoqualmie in many years, which is called The Rails, is currently under construction. This project will bring 11 new apartments to the historic district, along with office space on the first floor. The Northwest Railway Museum continues working on its new roundhouse project, which will bring a working railway roundhouse to the museum's campus on Stone Quarry Road, which is anticipated to increase the already significant tourist draw of the Northwest Railway Museum and its scenic antique train excursions. There is also a model railroad museum planned in the historic downtown district at the corner of Railroad Avenue and King Street, which will showcase one of the largest and most detailed working model railroads in the United States, along with providing a community event space, a gift shop, and cultural, educational, and other interactive features. There is an exciting new project in the works from Snoqualmie Valley Health, which is proposing to construct a new building on land parcels adjacent to the current hospital. The facility would house imaging and surgery facilities, as well as space for retail pharmacy, physical therapy, and clinics. It will also support public retail uses like a restaurant, meeting rooms, and recreational amenities. To mitigate the project, the developer is proposing a new traffic light at the intersection of Southeast 99th and Snoqualmie Parkway to improve traffic flow in the area. And the final housing plat on Snoqualmie Ridge will start construction this year. The Timber Trails project is located on Jacobia Street near Timber Ridge Elementary School and will bring nearly 50 new middle housing units, expanding housing options at different price points. The long-planned mill site project hopes to break ground in the next couple of years, revitalizing the former Weyerhaeuser lumber mill site into a thriving mixed-use retail and commercial development with a new housing, including 22% designated as affordable units. The project will focus on beer and wine production and include tasting rooms, restaurants, and retail.
So I'm now joined by our Parks and Public Works Director, Jeff Hamlin, to learn more about the important work that his department is doing. Jeff, can you give us an overview of the many things your department is responsible for?
Thanks, Mayor Ross. I'd be happy to. The Parks and Public Works Department plays a critical role each day to ensure the infrastructure we all rely on is both functional and protected. Our 40 employees, organized into 6 divisions, maintain your parks, streets, trails, sidewalks, water, wastewater, and stormwater systems, our large urban forest, the city's capital improvement program, and our projects, as well as all city vehicles and equipment. We are committed to finding new efficiencies. In fact, last year, we began new irrigation practices that conserved over 10 million gallons of irrigation water. That was a reduction of nearly 40%. We wear a lot of hats in Parks and Public Works. We cover a broad range of infrastructure necessities, protecting our surrounding environment, making sure you get to where you need to go, and preserving your high quality of life.
I know that you've got some projects underway this year. Can you tell us what your team is working on and how our Munis software benefits the department?
Sure. I'll start with Munis, which is creating significant efficiencies for us. In addition to streamlining employee time management, crews can now track completed projects in real time while they're in the field, reducing our reliance on paper records. Our newly deployed asset management software improves our ability to track this completed work and develop maintenance histories for our infrastructure. Our 5-year goal is to deploy predictive maintenance histories, which will reduce the frequency of costly breakdowns and minimize costs to residents. As for projects, we're ahead of schedule, on budget, and wrapping up a major improvement at our water reclamation facility. This project will support the Snoqualmie Tribe's hotel and casino expansion, as well as increase and improve the facility's overall capacity. The tribe has made a major investment in this project, and we're excited about the positive impact it will have. Additionally, we have several exciting transportation, parks, and open space projects happening that I will let our team members share more details with you.
Hi, I'm Phil Bennett, Parks and Public Works Deputy Director. Our team is doing some great work to maintain, preserve, and improve the infrastructure that makes Snoqualmie an incredible place to live. Our work is driven by our capital improvement plan, which incorporates Council's goals and priorities, including preserving neighbourhood livability by supporting transportation and park improvements.
Late last year, ahead of schedule and under budget, we finished the Kimball Creek Bridges Restoration Project. We thank you for your patience during the extended closure of Meadowbrook Way, which was necessary to restore the bridges to support this section of roadway. We were recognized again this year as 2025 Tree City USA by the Arbor Day Foundation for the city's commitment to effective urban forest management. This year, we're continuing a street tree project that is bringing 300 new trees to public property in downtown Snoqualmie. The project ensures that all residents have equitable access to the benefits that trees provide, including stormwater management, improved air quality, pavement preservation, and shade in the summer. Our playground replacement program will bring new equipment to Cottonwood and Cascade parks during the next 2 years. And our Green Snoqualmie partnership continues its efforts to enhance our urban forest, one of the largest in King County, by utilizing environmental partnerships and the power of volunteers to remove invasive plant species and plant climate-resilient trees so our forests can thrive.
Hi, I'm Capital Improvement Program Manager Dylan Gamble. Our 6-year capital improvement plan identifies and funds improvement projects across the city, including maintaining and improving existing buildings, streets, sidewalks, parks, and investing in new projects to enhance and preserve Snoqualmie's high quality of life. One project moving forward is the River Trail project, which we've been planning for the past decade. This year, we plan to begin installation of a portion of the trail between Kimball Creek and Northern Street. The project creates soft surface trails and boardwalks, better connecting residents, visitors to the river and natural spaces in the downtown area. Eventually, this trail will connect to Sandy Cove Park in the historic downtown. We're also preparing to move forward with phase 2 of the Sandy Cove Bank Stabilization Project, which will bring permanent stabilization to this section of the riverbank. The project will restore the riverbank to the 2019 levels before significant erosion had begun threatening Sandy Cove Park and the downtown infrastructure. When finished, this project will prevent future riverbank erosion and keep the Snoqualmie River in a safer channelization pathway.
Hi, I'm Pat Fry, project engineer here at the city. Last year, our 384th Sidewalk and Sewer project replaced the 40-year-old sewer line that served this area of downtown Snoqualmie. The new line, which serves about 75 homes, is now adequately sized and properly graded to serve the Snoqualmie Casino Hotel expansion. We also added sewer line stub-outs, so homes on this portion of 384th, which are currently on septic, can more easily connect to city sewer in the future. The project also added a new sidewalk that runs from the Encompass campus to Newton Street. We know a lot of residents living in this area regularly walk 384th to access downtown Snoqualmie. This sidewalk enhances pedestrian safety. This spring, we will complete the project when this stretch of roadway gets repaved. This project improves and protects both our wastewater system and public safety. Approximately $500,000 of project funding came from a state grant, which reduces the financial impact on Snoqualmie taxpayers.
Hi, I'm Public Works Project Engineer Andrew Vining. Right now, I'm overseeing an important project that will improve our reclaimed water distribution system. Reclaimed water is wastewater that gets treated to such a high level that it can be used safely for irrigation. You may see purple pipes and signs at city parks, streetscapes, or commercial businesses which indicate that reclaimed water is being used in place of drinking water at the site. To meet new state requirements and continue conservation of drinking water, the city is building a new reservoir and pump station located here along Ridge Street near Eagle Lake Drive. These improvements are funded by a low-interest loan from the Department of Ecology and are expected to be completed in summer of 2026.
And now I'd like to move on to another investment the city makes to preserve your quality of life: communications and events. Our communications department, consisting of Dana McCall and Nicole Wiebe, is dedicated to connecting and communicating with residents. Dana, can you give me an overview of what your team is working on?
My pleasure, Mayor Ross. As communications coordinator, I'm always looking for ways to optimize how we connect with residents, make it easier for you to find what you need on our website, as well as building trust through transparent communication. We continue to focus on growing our social media platforms, adding 1,500 new Facebook and Instagram followers this past year. We also launched a tourism website and encourage you to stop by Visit Snoqualmie to discover your hometown. Later this year, in our commitment to improvement, we'll be conducting our biennial community survey, asking you how you think we're doing so we can gauge the services we provide. We're also in the planning stages for a new community podcast and preparing to relaunch our Citizens Academy, this time in a hybrid format. We recently restructured the communications department, bringing in community liaison Nicole Wiebe. Together, Nicole and I are supporting every city department, our business community, and working to grow tourism through marketing initiatives and utilizing the reach of social media. Nicole is also planning some great events this year, starting with our iconic egg hunts. Big Truck Day returns in June, then Music and Movies in the Park launches in July. Nicole also tells me Winter Lights will be bigger and brighter than ever this year. And watch for some amazing city-sponsored community events like Red, White, and Boom and the International Block Party. By collaborating with our community partners, we are bringing even more events to our residents.
Thanks, Dana. As your mayor, it is both an honor and a privilege to guide Snoqualmie forward, always with a focus on protecting, preserving, and enhancing our community. Over the past year, we have made significant progress and are creating momentum that will continue through 2025. We are making meaningful and measurable progress, from revitalized infrastructure to strengthened public safety departments, advanced affordable housing solutions, and delivered innovative systems that ensure city services are more transparent, more responsive, and more efficient. These improvements aren't just about modernization, they're about real benefits for our residents, including taxpayer savings, improved access, and better outcomes across the board. We will continue to focus on enhancing the livability and quality of life in our community, ensuring safety, maintaining fiscal stability, and encouraging economic vitality. Thank you to the entire team at the City of Snoqualmie for your passion, creativity, and commitment to public service. And thank you to our residents and businesses for your trust and partnership. Together, we are protecting what makes Snoqualmie special, preserving our identity and values, and enhancing the city for generations to come. I hope that the state of the city has given you a deeper understanding of the work being done on your behalf and the bright future we are building together. Thank you.